to start the new season with us, the summer season.
It is here, and by all measures, I think by now. I'm meteorologist Jen Carfagno, alongside our storm specialist, Dr. Greg Postel. Our senior national correspondent, Justin Michaels, will also join us with news you can use before you hit the road this weekend. And if you're looking for a vacation spot, how about Lauderdale by the Sea?
How about absolutely, right?
It looks great.
Why wouldn't you?
The sun's too bright to do anything else, really, if you ask me.
Oh my gosh.
It is warm. 86 feels like 96, and we're at, what, 10 a.m.?
Yes, and I can sort of see a sense that the wind is coming in off the water. So that's good news. It's going to keep temperatures on the beach in check later on. But it's very humid.
Right, yeah, you can see how they have the umbrella angled. You probably can't see it's right behind you, but the umbrella angled to get that lower sun angle, so then they'll, as it goes up dead ahead today, they'll raise that umbrella.
A pro beacher right here.
Well, the first big deal in this forecast here, the bridge is the reason why. The jet stream controlling everything. It's why we're going to have the storms that Greg was talking about. The heat is going to be a part of this, where we're going to see underneath that ridge a lot of sinking air, temperatures really heating up with that regime, going about 10 to 20 degrees above average. Actual temperatures will be hitting the century mark, but we'll also be looking at the feels like going up to dangerous levels. And that's what we want to focus in on. The feels like in Omaha, 107. Lots of you will be feeling like 100 plus out there, and for several hours through the day today. Tomorrow's forecast, same kind of thing, but expanding. Now we bring in Des Moines and Minneapolis and Chicago, Indianapolis. You're going to be in that feels like of 100 plus. Oh yeah, just Nashville, you're in it too. Spreading east as we get through Sunday. Pittsburgh, it'll feel like 100. It's going to feel like 103 in D.C. And early next week, get ready for the heat really building into the Northeast. That's why extreme heat watches are up there. But we're under the extreme heat warnings and the heat advisory all throughout parts of the central and northern plains. Hitting record levels with temperatures, or at least coming close or tying it. That's the case in Denver and Rapid City. We're coming close on a few others in Kansas. Tomorrow we'll do it again. You see how close we come to these record high temperatures. So the heat is one thing, the humidity is another, and it really does make it a dangerous heat as we see this for days and days extending into the Northeast by next week, Justin. And of course, we're following any other summer troubles for folks as well. It's almost the weekend and time to head out to enjoy the outdoors. And today's Weather-Wise, we partnered with Zevo to take a look at where the pests and mosquitoes will dominate so you can be prepared now that the temps are warming up and, well, we are in summer, officially, right? By all different measures, it is summertime. The humidity, the temperatures, the wind all affect activity of the bugs and the pests, especially mosquitoes, most active from dusk to dawn, especially when temperatures are between 70 and 80 degrees. We got a lot of that coming up. Activity increases under a full moon, attracted CO2, body heat, and sweat, and they thrive in wooded, shaded, or wet areas. So where are we looking at that potential? The mosquito activity forecast is actually very high across a number of spots in the east. Here, it's high everywhere, very high in Michigan, parts of Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, up into Virginia and West Virginia. And that's because we've had so much rain. So there have been plenty of opportunities for mosquitoes to breed. I do think this is going to be a tough stretch we get into between the heat and the humidity and the fact that, well, we've had a lot of rain. So any standing water, you want to dump that so that you don't get more mosquitoes breeding in your backyard. We'll watch especially the eastern half of the country. With the middle of the country, it expands into the east as we get into the second part of the weekend and next week. Greg talked about the importance of the position of this big ridge in the jet stream. Well, underneath it, you've got a lot of high pressure. You've got a lot of sinking air, and that's where we're going to have air really warming up. Temperatures going about 10 to 20 degrees above average today. That's sending us up to actual temperatures near 100, and many of you will go above 100, and the feels like will go even beyond that. So Oklahoma City, it'll feel like 100 everywhere here across the Central Plains. It gets even worse tomorrow. Your Saturday in Des Moines, it'll feel like 104. Chicago, it'll feel like 106. Now here's your day one of our big heat wave in Chicago. It continues again on Sunday with 105, and by Sunday, you can see how the heat is building in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. It feels like of 100, yes, and you'll feel it all the way down into North Carolina and into parts of the South, really. It's just very expansive. So we've got the extreme heat warning that's in place. A lot of these go through Wednesday, and they'll change the heat advisory in place for places like Chicago, but you'll extend into an extreme heat warning as well. And extreme heat watches in place in Pennsylvania and New Jersey and parts of the Northeast, where as we get closer to it, you'll get in on those warnings too, I believe, with the kind of extreme heat that we're looking at. Now, Denver, 99, that would tie a record. North Platte and Rapid City and Scottsbluff all looking at least tying or breaking a record. Scotts Bluff, we do it 2 days in a row where we'll come close. Valentine, Mitchell, South Dakota, 108 degrees. The heat really is extreme, and this extreme heat does continue to build into next week with numbers like we haven't seen on the thermometer since 2012. And Justin, this comes on the heels after some big storms that we had yesterday in the Northeast.
Yeah.
I think Molly is such a good singer, too. I would love to hear her sing.
She is fantastic.
Yeah.
She really is.
Well, our question of the day is about summer. That